Okay, so we're here at the 2017 International Workboat Show, and this is Maritime Reporter TV. I'm Joe Keefe. I'm the editor of Marine News. We're here with David Clark's product manager, Bob Daigle. Good morning, Bob. How are you doing?
Good, Joe. How are you?
Can't complain. Can't complain. How's the show for you so far? Give me a little synopsis.
The show's been excellent for us, and it really always has been. We've pretty much seen an upward tick ever since we started exhibiting, and this year's no exception at all.
So tell us a little bit about David Clark.
David Clark started in 1935 in the brassiere and women's undergarment industry, if you can believe that. Through contacts with the Air Force, David Clark, in 1940-41, during World War II, developed anti-G suits through that stitching technology to be able to stop pilots from blacking out during high G maneuvers. That transformed into helping the Air Force with their communications for their pilots in the cockpit. And from there on, we've transformed the company into a communications company that specializes in high noise environments and keeping crews safe and efficient at their jobs.
So the company's growing. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. Your company's growing, but you said especially in the marine markets. Can you tell us what sectors have been especially good to you in the last year?
We started right around the year 2000 with U.S. Customs came to us looking for effective boat communications for their small boat crews.
Okay.
Midnight Express, interceptor vessels, things like that. And since then, we've evolved through various analog systems and have reached digital technology within the last year or so, and that's been effective for the same customs customers, and it's become attractive with Coast Guard as well. U.S. Coast Guard's adopted this for the OTH fleet. We've pretty much finished delivery across the board there, and they've put it on other platforms since then, LRI and law enforcement SPC vessels as well.
Very good. So at the end of the day, what we're talking about with these headsets is allowing mariners to continue to do their jobs without getting too caught up in the technology that helps them talk. Talk a little bit about the digital aspect of it, why that's different from analog, and the wireless plus the plugged-in capabilities that can go back and forth.
Well, digital was attractive to us in the sense that it positions us for communications throughout the 21st century, and we're interfacing to radios, loud hailers, other ancillary devices. And with the digital system, we're now ready for anything that we might need to interface this century and beyond, really. It's a good foundation to move forward with, basically. And it allows programmability for each individual user to be able to either assign or restrict different functionality of the communication suite that might be on a vessel.
Sort of eliminating the unnecessary chatter that might be on an open line, giving one guy access to one aspect of it, and perhaps the guy who's running the whole show access to all of it, but not confusing everybody at the same time.
That's exactly right. And really the key concept for us is simplicity moving forward. We figure with Coast Guard's search and rescue vessels, these crews have a hard enough job as it is, and we want to take away any distractions or additional steps that they may need to be able to communicate effectively with each other, with other boats through radios and other ancillary devices, and just let them concentrate on what they need to do.
So part of the features of your devices is you have a wired and an unwired feature, and you can interchange freely. For example, if you come alongside on an interdiction, that guy might be wired on board the boat, but he can go to wireless, so he can be free to go across to the other vessel and do what he has to do, but still remain in contact with the mother vessel. Yes?
Absolutely. And in most cases, I think we'll find that folks that are anticipating boarding another craft are going to be wireless to begin with, but it allows other crew members on the vessel to add into the fray should it become necessary. They can disconnect from their wired position, plug right into a wireless gateway, and they're off and running.
Great. So communications are so important to any vessel or any marine operation. Let's look ahead a little into 2018. What how's the market looking? Where do you see your next penetration? And give us a little look into the crystal ball for David Clark.
Well, we've started a pretty strong relationship this year with the Coast Guard, and we're looking to expand on that exponentially. I think internationally, the market holds a lot of potential for us as well for these same type of platforms, search and rescue, police interdiction vessels, And we're also strong in the fire market with other products as well. And this kind of blends into that and allows us a more effective platform for fireboats.
Two things there with the multi-missioned capabilities on individual platforms. People are buying one boat, doing more than one mission on it, and if you can combine the flexibility with the communications there, you've done that successfully. Yes,
we have, and we're also with the digital system. It makes it easier from the OEM or installer aspect of things as well, in that we're providing them a vehicle in which they can program the system for one platform or one mission's capability, and they can export that file and just flash multiple systems if they're installing multiple systems, or you can change from one file to another without having to go in and manually go through each aspect of the programming in order to facilitate another mission platform.
Great. And I guess as naval and Coast Guard operations move away from the large 600-foot warship, they're going more into a littoral philosophy where they're having much smaller vessels. And this sort of communication is only going to become more important, isn't it?
I think so. And these are the kind of things that we're trying to continue to be mindful of, and we're looking for feedback from the customer base as well as we grow these relationships. We want to learn more about what makes it difficult for them to talk on the water, be it wind noise, engine noise, distractions, and really whatever we can learn, we're anxious to do so.
Very good. Listen, I appreciate you coming by the booth today, and I hope the show was as good for you as it was for us, and have a good trip back.
I appreciate your time. Thank you.